What if miracles are more than random gifts and the grace of angels and God? What if their occurrence is according to universal laws and your knowing the rules lets you work with them and also around them? Magic with a CK is aligned use of spiritual and esoteric practices artistically and scientifically to cause change in conformity with our will. Magic with a CK manipulates actuality, while magic with a C only manipulates realities, which is entertaining at best. Today we work with the Hermetic principles, the energetic framework behind manifestation, so that your spells, rituals, and desires become grounded reality. Maybe you've whispered intentions, done rituals, tried manifesting, maybe you got some results. Either way, extra guidance is useful, so let's start with the foundations. Because manifesting without alignment to universal laws is like building a house on sand. To call forth miracles, you must move in harmony with mind, vibration, rhythm, polarity, cause, gender, and correspondence. These are the Hermetic keys. The first Hermetic principle is mentalism. All is mind. Everything you experience begins as a thought. Every miracle is conceived first in the mind of the divine and in your own consciousness. This principle underscores the importance of cultivating pure and powerful thoughts to influence reality. Going further than daydreaming, it's engineering your inner world with precision. When you hold a coherent mental picture, you become a transmitter, and the universe as a great mind receives and it reflects. Your rituals, your affirmations, your visualizations, they all build on this principle. I suggest a practice of beginning each day with announcements, affirmations, and proclamations. Choose ones that align your mind with your desired reality, establishing an inner culture of thought. Choose affirmations that frame your world. For example, I'm abundant, I'm love, I'm powerful. These are basic affirmations. You can get more specific as well. When charged with emotion, affirmations become seeds that shape the field, and our programs are designed exactly for this. They're clearing statements to use with somatic processes which transform blocks in the body, and there are affirmations for each archetype so that your mind and body come into alignment. Your inner language is an engine of transformation, so dive deep and learn more about thought culture in our video on the difference between magic with a C and magic with a CK, and also how to cultivate it with mindfulness by reading our article on the power of breath, meditation, and mindfulness. And in the future, I'll go deep into language, how it shapes reality, and how specific words shift our inner perceptions and our actuality. I invite your recognition that mindset is very important, and that for you to adopt a mindset of mental discipline with mindfulness allows you to shape your reality. During the day, catch any thoughts that you can that feel limiting, and in the evening, rewrite them on paper in an empowering form. I can't learn becomes I choose to learn, and then speak it aloud once. And if you feel stuck in your energy, use the exercises in our Foundations program for each statement to help the energy move. The second principle is the law of correspondence, the microcosm and the macrocosm. As above, so below. As below, so above. As within, so without. And as without, so within. Your inner altar is reflected in the outer temple of your life. Every shift that you make inside corresponds outwardly. Your breathing patterns, your nervous system, shifting your emotional frequency. Your emotions, they're currents of electricity, and your rituals, they pattern your reality and subsequently your actuality. Miracles arise when your inner energy resonates with what you seek, and it's at these points that you already carry your desires within, and so they're no longer separate from you. Forcing outcomes, it disturbs the vibe. It's more about becoming a vibrational match. As a practice, use visualization to immerse yourself in the sensory experience of your desired reality. Close your eyes and vividly imagine the sights. Have a scent that you'll smell in your desired reality on hand, a food to taste, and move, touching objects that will be there. All of this so you can feel your goal as if it's already achieved. And after opening your eyes, decorate an altar. Use significant objects that your intuition draws you to and that invoke the meaning and feeling from your visualization. As you build the symbolism and feeling within your altar's microcosm, you're sending a vibration to your macrocosm, all the while maintaining your awareness that your external world is a reflection of your internal state. If you desire abundance, cultivate a feeling of abundance within yourself so that your vibration attracts that which you already are. And for self-exploration, take a minute on occasion within the day to notice something in nature, a leaf, a cloud, a nest of ants, and ask, what inside me does this reflect? And further, play with vibrating with the same frequency as things that you notice in nature. The third principle is vibration. Nothing rests. Everything moves, everything vibrates. This is the nature of energy, as everything in the universe is in constant motion and vibrates at different frequencies. By tuning vibration, practitioners influence reality. Meditation, qigong, yoga, ecstatic dance, and singing with joy, these raise vibration and allow you to attract what you already are. Feeling abundant inside broadcasts abundance outwardly, shaping your experience of life. Even 10 to 15 minutes moving your body to music elevates the spirit. Chanting vows for a minute between accomplishing tasks does the same. A, E, O, I, U, and Om are all fantastic sounds to tune our systems. After either of these exercises, place your hands over water, charge it with gratitude, and drink the water, anchoring the vibration within. The fourth principle is polarity. Everything has its opposite. We have hot and cold, dark and light, masculine and feminine. Polarity teaches us that miracles arise because of challenges. When you embrace both poles, you harness the current that's between them. Transformation is about having a relationship with both ends of a polarity. This familiarity with polarity builds range and also resilience. On the journey of embracing both poles, it's a worthy experience to learn how to transmute your shadows. These are the disowned aspects of yourself that arise during the process. Shadow work is something that we encourage, and if you're unaware of what it is, find out in one of our videos that explores shadow work. For a quick access point of playing with polarity, find one such as love and fear or being dead and alive, and use your emotional capacity to connect with feeling to each phrase and the following language pattern to collapse it through quadrality. I'm love and I'm fear, whilst I'm neither love nor am I fear. And another can be, I'm angry and I'm peaceful, whilst I'm neither angry nor am I peaceful. And what remains can be a sense of emptiness and fullness, which is neither emptiness nor fullness. And there's a freedom here, like a blank canvas for miraculous living. And at the same time, there's fulfillment. Your mindset, it's important. While shadows have been shunned as they're disowned aspects of the self, they're actually potentials. There's so much potentiality. Every shadow holds a gift and integration. It unlocks the current. As a practice, write 2 lists, what you admire in yourself and what you reject. For each rejected trait, ask yourself, what hidden gift could this carry? And end by placing one hand on your heart and another on your belly, breathing both poles into wholeness. The fifth principle is rhythm. Everything flows. It flows in and it flows out. The tides of life, they rise and they fall. Expansion is always followed by contraction, night by day, inhalation by exhalation. Miracles are harmonies within this rhythm. So align your work and your rest, your rituals and your manifestations, all with your own tides of energy. When you rest during ebb and act during flow, you amplify your power. So when you work, make sure that you work well. And when you rest, rest well. And when you play, play well. Be a pendulum that swings unapologetically between all of your potentialities. Experience them all fully and without judgment. They're all relevant. Know that burnout comes from resisting rhythm and that challenges are temporary and necessary for growth. There are many initiations so that we can get access to further and further inner rooms of our inner and outer landscapes. Place your hand on your heart and sync with your breath. Inhale and focus on the feeling of expansion in every part of your body. And as you exhale, release and let the body contract while staying relaxed. Whisper, everything moves in cycles. And start making your journal with an arrow at the top for the beginning of each entry. Up can be a high energy feeling and down if you're feeling low. This can give you an easy way of tracking cycles so you can become aware of what rhythms are arising in your life. The sixth principle is cause and effect. Every cause has its effect, and every effect its cause. Every miracle is a cause fulfilled, and every ritual is you becoming the cause. Magic with a CK works because you step into causality. You no longer ask, why me? It becomes, what cause am I setting in motion? Why me is a victim mentality which can cause further victimhood, and searching for a solution is a ritual that can lead to finding a solution. Just as intending to be a finder is more potent as a choice than intending to be a seeker. One has the power to propel you into continual finding and the other into continual seeking, so aim for productive rituals and keep refining them. As a practice, choose a cause consciously each day. Plant symbolic seeds, take aligned action, and track how each act ripples outwards. Adopting a mindset of responsibility expands into freedom. When you realize you're both cause and effect, you move from victim to creator. Another great practice is to note your highlights at the end of each day. This can be in a diary, it can be allowed to the universe, and it can be shared with a friend, a partner, your family. This is a practice of gratefulness. Appreciation calls in more of the same, and it associates us with the effects of holding a positive energy. The seventh principle is gender. Everything contains masculine and feminine energies. Gender is different to biological sex. It's about energies such as active and receptive. Creation, it requires both. Too much masculine, it can burn us out. Too much feminine is missing productivity. Miracles flow when the two dance together. Pair every action with receptivity and send energy, then pause to receive synchronicity. In your rituals, alternate between the polarity of esoteric expression, which involves speaking intentions, and shamanic sensing, which involves listening inwardly and outwardly for signs. And unite your inner archetypes, your light masculine's devotion, with your dark feminine's magnetism, your dark masculine's sovereignty, with your light feminine's compassionate support. And if you're only hearing about these archetypes for the first time, keep exploring our content. As a practice, very simply, you can alternate 10 minutes of creation, writing, painting, planning, with 10 minutes of pure receptivity, meditation, listening, receiving. And afterwards, journal what your inner masculine and feminine revealed in dialogue. These 7 principles are maps. They are the levers and dials behind every true miracle. Imagine miracles as your baseline. When your interior lawfulness is strong, the universe it delivers. You become a living conduit of magic with a CK that's built on integrity. If this stirred your soul, keep diving deeper. We have so much content for you to explore. Magic with a CK is a kind of law spelled Lore. When you become aligned, you get to watch miracles unfold.